Hello. This is my first time playing Tiny Glade, and I decided to go big or go home. But of course, I had to spend an hour figuring out what this game does. Not sure if there was a tutorial to follow because my boyfriend gifted me the game and he wanted to try it out before I could. So I started on Flowery Glade just to figure out how the controls work. I was surprised to find that the movement controls are the same as Roblox Studio, so the movements were really easy to understand. I did struggle a bit on how the building editing works, but I soon figured it out with time. I ended up building stairs using multiple buildings since there are no stairs in the building menu. Then I soon found out putting a path toward a short building helps convert it into stairs. I started playing with the paths until I decided to try this. I made wagon or carriage trails on the ground to mimic one frequently stopping here. And then I had my first real glade idea. I felt ready to try something big. I love building cities and making things feel crowded and lived in. There's just a coziness to lively areas, and I wanted to portray a busy town that always has traffic passing through. This game is all about working with what you got, so I'm really going to work with what I have to make this idea come to life. I wanted to do a winter theme because it's been really rainy lately and it just feels cozier. I decided to start out with roads, so I connected one corner to another just to make it feel like carriages frequently pass through here. And then I started on a tavern and an inn. I had to start with a tavern and inn. That's the first place you'll see when traveling to a new town far away. I decided to make this one a corner building just to give it some diversity. I soon learned about clutter and how to collect them, so I just moved the new ones over to save for later. I'm pretty satisfied with how the tavern and inn looks like. Then I went on to creating housing for the citizens. I want something with a lot of shapes and height differences, so I placed multiple buildings down in a row and scoped out how I wanted the houses to look like. After a bit of back and forth sculpting, I liked what I decided to stick with. Then it was on to decorating and creating stories for each house. I was filming for 3 hours already, so I wanted to continue decorating off camera so that I wasn't in a rush to save storage space on my computer. And this is the final product. Starting with the tavern and inn. The tavern and inn has one front door with rooms for rent on each side. There's also rooms for rent upstairs. You just have to get out through a patio and you'll be able to access both rooms. Each of the rooms upstairs have a balcony. The back entrance is where the supplies carriage passes through to drop off produce and barrels for the thirsty tavern drinkers. And I put some spare wheels on the side in case one wheel ran over a rock. Then we have the back side of the building where tavern goers can enjoy a view out of the large window. And it's all connected through this alleyway that the locals frequently use to get home. Every house has a story. This house produces eggs for the locals and sells them at a fair price. This house grows flowers and seeds to sell, and I noticed a piece of building blocking the back door, so I fixed it, which then created this massive door, which can honestly be a garage for their wagon, so I kept it on the building. This house has an apple tree. They collect green apples to sell to the locals. Then this house grows pumpkins they can sell in the market. Finally, this house, I'm thinking they can just be the owner of the tavern or their family. And this is how it looks at night. Comment what you think I should name this town, and I'll pick the best name and announce it in my next video. I'm going to make a video for each section of this glade, so if you want to stick around for the journey, subscribe and let me know you're enjoying Tiny Glade as much as I am by liking this video. It really shows that my videos are enjoyable, and I'll continue making them this way.